Hello everybody, welcome back to From Rhythm to Algorithm. We continue on our quest for what is sensorality. No real introduction, continuing our derivation. All right, so what is the motivation for a theory of everything? So now we can finally put some actual, what is a theory of everything? Right, well, what is a theory? Right, pretty much by definition, a theory of everything is a theory of everything. But what is a theory? And the first verbiage you're going to get from somebody is a set of axioms. So we've proven a set of axioms. Again, what is an axiom? A fundamental physical process that exists, and then you simply use the right words to describe that. And words come from physics, so from motion. So we're demonstrating this fundamental consistency. And so you don't really have what a theory, I don't even know, like I said, I don't know what the word theory means. Set of axioms makes sense. We've already demonstrated we're reducing all axioms, I guess, because, like, again, numbers don't exist, words don't exist, they're representations. And so kind of the first thing is we want to go from a theory of everything. And first of all, right, now we've made very clearly differences between things, right? A noun is a person, place, or thing. We showed that every one limits everything. Literally everything is the universe by definition. And all sentient life is a subset of that mass. And so we can change the concept, even the concept of a theory of everything, to effectively the basis. Right? We've shown the stability of two, building up the physical universe logically to have this model that's consistent. And now then we are in R3. And so now we can change it from a theory of everything to the theorem of everything. The fact, the most comprehensive fact we can say about anything and everything, right? Literally, everything is discontinuous. That's what we proved last episode, a whopping this morning. But again, we're showing you the verbiage. And again, because you could jump around logically and say this word, this word kind of means this word kind of means that. And we're just showing you this progression, this iteration of logic. And so the most comprehensive theorem of everything is that everything is discontinuous. And what is that an extension of or a restatement of? Our first principle. Nothing is touching, everything is connected. Nothing is touching is logically equivalent to saying everything is discontinuous. So that is our overarching generalization at this point. So some more derivation. We got some good progress again, as always. Sensorality continues, right? Continuity, continue. Life is going to continue after me, after you, after everybody else, blah, blah, blah. Continuation, containment. Sensorality is continuationality. Continuation, violation. Violation, volition. Consent is volitionality. Volition, petition. Sensorality is petitionality. Petition, partition. Divisionality is partitionality. Division, vision, right? So we made this very clear empirical difference. Right? Their two senses are seeing things and touch. And vision, right, is based, or division is very clearly based on vision. And so what is vision? Differentiation of frequency. And then we can just, once again, chop off a functioning prefix and add ality. That VI can now be seen as a prefix. Sensorality is visionality. And we just take out that visionality. Sorality and sonality. And so now we can pretty much just state that sonality and sorality are the general forms of orality, or of or and on, the two prepositions. Why is that important? I don't know, but it is. And so, but again, sonality, 4 syllables, both of them have 4 syllables. I'm going to do prepositions, have a different syllability. I don't really know, again, I have to derive more on that. Another kind of thing, just differentiation, that's, again, this is in order. Poison and venom, right? What's the difference between poisonous and venomous, right? If I eat it and I get sick, that object is poisonous to me. If I bite you and you get sick, I am venomous. And so poisonality, venomosity. Why does this difference exist? Again, it's this something about a reference frame. You have to have a beginning. It doesn't really matter. But the point is just addressing this difference already made in scientific ontology. Another interesting thing that definitely comes up in intuition is poisson en français, fish, poison, poisson. Again, it's just poison with another S. Again, clearly just clear linguistic connection. And then fish or fishes, right? Tomato, tomato, fish or fishes, right? So now what do we make of those things where it's like plural? Can we make that, deduce that into some sort of, again, resonance, some sort of, how do we preserve verb, noun, consistency or conjugation? First of all, what is that physically? And then two, how do we preserve that? And does that address this fish or fishes? How do we pluralize? How do we singularize, right? We're going from generality and we're driving to specificity. So does this do what? Obviously what we've done is provide some insight, but how much can we answer these questions? Or can we just repose them to questions that make complete sense and which we can answer? Bringing me to which? Complete. Drop the L, compete. Sensorality competes. Sensorality is competitionality. Sensorality determines compatibility. And I'm going to spell it out on the screen, that one. Look how I spelled it, and I spelled it wrong. It is so interesting to me when I'm in these derivations. Because again, I'm a pretty articulate person, but when I'm in this derivation, it's like spelling is such a difficult thing because you're truly coming at it from, no reference frames. And so I spelled it horribly wrong. You'll see it on the screen. And it's in my notebook, but compatibility spelled horribly wrong to compatibility, sensibility, capacity, right? And so you can see that compatibility I sounded that out similar to capacity. Compatibility, capacity. Compatibility, compartment. Sensorality is compartmentality. Compartment, container. A regulator is a filter, right? A language is a filter. A language, a gauge, is a valve. A valve is a sensor. Sensorality is regulatorality. Regulator plus ality. Sourcinality regulates. Seniality regulates. Speciality is a power struggle. Sensorality is power. Fairness produces fullness, right? When people say it felt like the right thing to do. When do you feel full? Like when would you literally use those verbiage to describe yourself? I feel full, right? After a good meal, or when you're sitting around with a bunch of family, you feel fulfilled, right? So full, fulfilled. But point being is full is good. Full is complete. Complete is good. And so it's similar when people say, you complete me. High schools are in love. Oh, you complete me. All high schools with breaking up. Oh, I feel empty without you. Emptiness is incompleteness. Complete, contemplate. Sensorality contemplates, right? Inanimate objects, which again, I'm kind of sure that's like a redundancy. Objects are inanimate. But they don't contemplate. Right? An object does not have contemplation. An algorithm is a template, right? Contemplate, template, right? That's logically consistent. What is an algorithm? Oh, you put input data and it sorts it. Yep, that's a template. A plate is a sensor. All objects are sensors. Seniality, senial. Senial, denial. Sensorality denies, right? Another again, restatement of lying exists. Denial is proportional to lying. Speciality is deniality. Deniality. Denial with an I-T-Y. We covered that was the big one that I started off with. The nothing is touching is logically equivalent to continuity does not exist, which is equivalent to discontinuity. Sensorality is discontinuous, right? Sensorality discontinues. Things die. Sensorality is continuality. And now we go back to continual, because remember, we're showing this fundamental difference of where this word family differentiated. So that's why we just went from sensorality discontinues to sensorality is continuality. We just have to show this fundamental differentiation. So that is what I have for you tonight. Nothing is touching, everything is connected. Is huge. And then again, the theorem of everything is discontinuous. So thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Again, continued restriction of releasing my property to me, paying me some amount of money, continues to be profound and prolific torture. No one gives a fuck. Thank you for watching. See you on the next one.